Your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Kaiser and the offense staying put. They're going for it. Fourth down, Kaiser. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
He'll look to throw, and he'll find Washington. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Let's go. 30 base.
We got. Check. Tight right.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. On first down, it's Coleman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Going for it all. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Come on,
so the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Ready?
He's got Fuller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
And up, 60 Pittsburgh.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood! 59 mark, check.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
He's not going to get me. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Get off the field. Under 10.
Here's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
Bills 17, Chargers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This is Jones. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch twitch. Watch that.
They'll run it with Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
At the Bills' 25-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Kaiser to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. They're going to look to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Christian, travel. Undercut.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
All day. I'm coming after you. Kill. Pick the hands. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Right, 51. Well, bless us. Let's put that team on the bus.
On 2nd and 9, Kaiser. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though.
Ready. 60 yards. 51. Let's get the ball. Right, go.
To throw on 3rd down. Kaiser. That's complete to Slayton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Switch.
They'll go with Jones. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check the backer.
To throw, Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
51 for Mike. 51 for Mike. Who that? Who that? Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
To throw again. Kaiser forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Kaiser on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check. 53's Mike. 53's Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. A try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 1st down, Jones able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
I got it. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. In your
On third down, Kaiser. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Keep doing that.
They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick six.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They're running it. Check.
Again, it's Jones.
Watch quick.
Oh, nice move at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go.
First down, Kaiser. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Mike, 51.
Throwing again. Kaiser. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Jones. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ronald Jones, 28 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
First down, Bills.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll look to throw here. Complete to Washington. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
General West.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown run, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ronald Jones, 71 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's Coleman, and he's going to get this one down to the 45.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now back to throw. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a second down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Samson Ebukam. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll go again to Jones. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Kaiser. Got a man, Slayton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
That second down play nets a -4.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the home team here, the win means they'll finish the first